it's me DTAP again, and today I want to set up a place for these four guys, which will be making reinforced iron plates with plates and screws. This is an alternate recipe, bolted iron plate, bolted frames, reinforced iron plates and screws, iron rods and screws. This is just the regular rotor, and then smart plating. But in order to do that, I need to finish setting up some stuff over here. I did do a little bit of work over here with my iron to actually set it up. I'm not sure if I showed it in one of the past videos. I don't think I have yet. But I ended up switching all of like these conveyor belts out to go to what I'm using now, which is the 480s. And I have a bunch of links here to get rid of the screws I'm making, because I switched the screw section to make it with iron ingots instead of the iron rods, because it's easier and quicker, less machines. And then I have my iron rods and plates set up for the whole I don't know if they're 450 or 480. I think it's set up for 480, but the screws are set up for 450 a line, and then what little bit gets sunk, just so it doesn't back everything up, basically. Just because I didn't want to set up 4 machines to only run at, what, 60%? Because I gotta redo this section anyways once I upgrade my belts with aluminum, so figure I might as well just do that once that happens, because I'll be adding more machines down the line to make up for the difference in ingots I'll be getting. But what I need to do today is set up a rail system down here, because I want to transfer everything with railroads. So I'll be needing to set this up over here, because I think I'm gonna have this for like going out, and then over there for coming in. But I need to set up a train station that I'll probably do like 2 freight trains for, or 2 freight cars for rods and plates, and then I'll do like a train that has 4 for the screws, and call it good for that. But let me go ahead, and I gotta tear down this section and bring it down, because I had to lower it because I forgot how tall these train stations actually are. But let me go ahead and set up these train stations, and I'll be right back once I have that done. Alright, so basically got the whole platform set out. I'll have to run power down here, but that will be easily done. So what I need to do is run some of these guys, and then I need to set it up so it's like 3 away. So, oh wait, I don't like that. Let me fix this. Oop. I forgot I gotta click the sides. And of course, I don't have all the materials, because I didn't have inventory space. Did I pick that up? Here, let me just come over here and throw some of those down. Alright, so now that I have that actually lined up correctly, let's put this. I did have one where I was working on railroads, but I don't think I do, so need to set one up. Alright, so trains are weird and they like doing like 3 square turns and stuff, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna add a couple more out here just to make this a lot easier. So 1, 2, 3. So basically the start of this beam or this thing here. I'll place that. This is going to be where my trains come in. And let's make 7, I guess, my train stuff. Because it's going to get very aggravating if I have to keep switching back and forth. And I'll have to use these eventually, but I haven't really messed with those yet. I'm going to have to. Alright, so there's that. But I also need to have this come out this way because other train lines. So 1, 2, 3. So I need to have that one about there. And bring this one over here. Be about there. Then I should be able to connect there. And then do the same thing down here. And this is going to be the big train. So 1, 2, 3, so out there. And then this one is basically going to be turning from out that area. Be sharp upper turn. So if you go about halfway, sometimes you can connect those, but apparently not this time. What about if I do? What about if I go the other way? What about if I take that one out? See, that don't make sense. Alright, so alright, that works. So now we all have it so they can come through here on one line and then split off to their different areas where they'll be grabbing supplies. And then they'll exit from this side. Just, oops. I guess it doesn't matter. Because, set this up so that I can't make it big enough. So, let's do foundations. Add a couple here. So that way I can actually make a little piece of the track. Of course. Alright, let's make this go back just a little bit. Okay. Add a section there, that way I can actually place the train track. Alright, so this is being really challenging. Should be able to just connect. But for some reason, it's not wanting to allow me to just connect. Alright. Well, that should work now. Long as I bring this way. It's saying it's too sharp of a turn. Say what? There's no turn. Being a little bit buggy. Alright, so hopefully I can... Nope, still not wanting to let me do that. Alright, so let's do something like that, and hopefully it'll let me. Oh, oh, of course not. Alright, well let's add some foundations in here. Because I'm gonna have to do partial turns, it seems. Like, we'll do that weird turn, but then won't do that one. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's because I just didn't make the actual track big enough. Oh. That's a weird shape. I don't like that. Why is it doing this? I just want a straight section here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, something like so. And that should be able to connect, but for some reason it's not wanting to let me. That time it did. Alright, well this is going to curve a little bit weird, but it will be okay. But the idea is to have them come through that side, go through here, stop, get stuff, and then take it off to wherever it needs to go. And then I'm splitting the items up by what they are. And I'm going to be hiding it underneath my factory. But, let's see. Not sure how tall trains are, so let's see. Yep. Okay. So let's go back to my regular setup. And I'm going to do, no I'm not, because I don't have the stuff for it. I'm just going to do a regular splitter. May end up switching it out for a smart splitter later on, but for now, just a normal one. And that should be good because that's going to be going over it anyways. But, let's see. I'm going to do something like so, I think. And that will bring plates over here to go in here, and this is going to be load. And then I need to do the same thing up here. Oh, by the way, these are lines from up there coming down, and then they're going over to my storage area. I'm just tapping into those to send the items over. Because they're already here. And there's no point in making another line or anything when I already have one. Alright. And then the crazy one's this one. because I actually do have 4 lines that are going to need to be put down here. I haven't actually ran all 4 of those down yet. But it's basically the same thing. Run lines down. And then I'll have to go and actually make the track to wherever I'm going to be making this. So, let me figure out how I'm going to send this stuff down and make it kind of organized. Because it's kind of crazy. Because it's 2 layers and I got stuff up there. Like I got 2 lines up there and 2 down here. Like this one's already going down, so I'll probably do something similar. But then I'll have to do something up here as well. I'll probably have to add little platforms here. And then do the opposite or something of this and send a conveyor right next to the splitter from up there. But I'll be back once I have this setup all figured out. We are back. So basically I brung all these from the last merger out to a smart splitter. And then I have it going down and then overflow to the sinks like they were doing. But if this is open, they can go down there. And I did that to all of them. They'll have 2 outputs from a smart splitter here. And they go downstairs to the train stations. And I went around my train stuff and put up all these block signals. That way stuff shouldn't be hitting each other. And heads up, I have done the parallel line from here all the way out to where my turbo power is. And I also turned those stations over there like 90 degrees so they're not like head on. I'll show you in a second when I get over there. But let's go ahead and make some trains. Alright, so we need a train. This one needs 2 cars, even though it's only going to be using 1. Let's see. I just call it this train station iron plates because that's what it is. So we need a timetable for this guy. So let's do iron plates. Do assembler iron plates. And we'll save that. We'll turn on self-driving. That said something. What did that say? Next stop is unreachable. Now why would that be? It should not be unreachable. Right over there. Unless I messed it up. Let me run over here and make sure these things are set up correctly. May have accidentally had to replace the train station and put it in backwards. But that shouldn't be the case. Alright, so screws, iron rods, iron plates. Why is it unreachable? Is it because I haven't ran power to it? Because I was thinking that may be a problem, but it shouldn't be because It's getting powered by... Or at least you would think it was getting powered by... Uh, the other train stations. Because that's usually how it works. But... let's find a pole. Never mind, I don't have wire. Alright, let me go run and get some wire real quick. Yeah, now that I think about it, that shouldn't be the problem. If anything, it should be... I do that? Yeah, so I just put the stops in the wrong order. I did run over there and get the cables though, but then I was like, no, that don't make sense because I should be able to take power from these. I shouldn't have to power the second side. And all that should be coming over here to dock over there. Oh, I don't think I've set these up. I need to come over here and set these to unload. Like so. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the first one that actually has stuff in it, so that should take off soon. And then I just got to do the same thing over here. So unload, unload, and 2 trains. Well, train and then cars. And then this guy can go and get uh similar rods, iron rods, a turn on self-driving. Alright, so that guy should take off. I got those set to unload now. I don't have it set up back here yet. I still need to run these little guys. About like so. Did I set this up? Go ahead and do that as well. And then I know I did set the screws up. Are you not going now? Station unreachable. Why do you lie to me? Next stop is unreachable. How is that possible? Alright, well let me set up the last train here. I already have these set up and they're going down to uh storage containers. And then I have it so they're running the lines here and it's gonna go over here to where I'm gonna have the assemblers. So that part's done at least. So I need to set all these to unload. And then I will set this last train up. And we'll go take a look to see why it's not wanting to run. That train's going. I think I just accidentally did the same thing again. Where I put the wrong station first. And it doesn't want to comply. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 4. And this is all set to unload already. Yep. Alright, so this train will be going do screws, and then assembler screws. Save. Turn on self-driving. So now that should take off and go do its business. That guy's running properly now. This guy, I think I just have to turn his stops around. What is this place? Plates. Plates. Plates, plates, plates. Alright, so if I go into his timetable, flip those around, save. That doesn't make sense. If you got 2 stops, it should just figure it out and go do it. Right, right, right. Do I need to turn this guy on? Oh, I already have self-driver. Next stop is unreachable. How? Alright, well, let me run this way and see why it's not letting me go to iron plates. It shouldn't be unreachable, though. I mean, the other ones are going perfectly fine. I'll run down this track, and then it goes up to the second one, and then turns in. Unless I put the station over here the wrong way. Oh boy. Alright, so it'll come this way, go up, like the other ones do. And plates is the first one, so there's a block there, thing here, and then it should just go here. Uh, oh. Oh man. Every time. I wish they made these little indicators for these, things a little bit better. I keep messing that up. Alright, so this is iron plates. And now we need to make sure that other train is... Yep. Alright, now it's working. I had the train station in wrong. Now that should be coming over here. Well, that's screws, so... I wonder how full this thing gets. Because, I mean, this does have... Well, it was full because it's been sitting there running, but it looks like it does almost 2 stacks at a time. Because it's such a short distance. But yeah, these, block pass should stop the trains from colliding with each other, so... Kinda cool. It was fun messing around and trying to figure that stuff out. It took a while, don't get me wrong. But right now I'm just using the block because I don't have like a big 8-way intersection, so I don't have the need for the path one yet. Path ones are for like your really weird intersections where you may have stuff that I mean, I could use them here technically, so that way I could have trains going different directions as long as, you know, they're not blocking each other and stuff. But the way mine's set up, I think it's good for now. But give me a second and I'll set up my assemblers over here and be right back. So I finally got all this put together. It's just temporary for now, but gives you guys the idea of what I'm kind of going for. Seeing as how I'm only using the 480 belts right now, I'm just throwing down something. So it's going to look a little messy. It's going to be all over the place. But so I have all these hooked up for the reinforced iron plates made out of the bolted iron. So they're doing 225 screws a piece. So there's 2 lines of screws for this one set of machines. And then this feeds into these mergers, which will join up. And then the reinforced iron plates go over there to those assemblers and also over there to those. These guys make the modular frames with the plates and then screws. So there's another set of screws coming down here to this, plus some other frame or the plates I'm making off of that. And then over here we have the rotors, which are with the iron rods and the screws. There's 4.5 assemblers basically over here, so another whole line over here. But technically all my screws are getting used between these 3 sets of assemblers. And then over here we have the smart plating, which takes the rotors that are being made over here and the plates that are being made over there and bringing them together back here and making them. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you guys something cool. So you can actually do a little bitty 2 high conveyor lift as long as the splitter is already there. So once you turn it to line up, it like shrinks it. So like, if it wasn't there, it'd be up that high, but as soon as you turn it so it lines up, it shrinks. So I figured that was cool, so I added those on that side. And then back here, everything's just coming from underneath. Like so. I basically brung, because it's 2 different inputs, I just stuck one side over there, one side over here, and then manifolded it in. And then the same thing like over here, it's just screws, so I have the screws coming in, getting manifolded. And then this is just like the other one basically, back there. Besides, I had to do 2 lines of screws, so I had to conveyor lift over this first one to put it all together. And then, after all that fun stuff, I also have it so when it comes out, so this is the iron plate, which is going like everywhere right now. So it comes to this smart splitter, which will put any, like, it's set for any, and then overflow. So I'll send them that way, and then I'll send them that way as well. And then once those are full, it'll send it to this smart splitter. And this smart splitter kind of does the same thing. I'll send it straight, which that will be going to where I have my train set up. And then if that's full, it'll send it over here, which takes it to the sink. And then vice versa, like over here, but this one's a lot easier because it just comes out, merges together, goes to a smart splitter, which will send it to the train, or if that train's full, it'll send it to the sink. And then these ones, it's kind of the similar thing. Rotors come out, merge together. And then it will come to the smart splitter, and it'll go this way, which takes it back to the machine that's making the smart plating. But if that's full, it will overflow to this smart splitter, which will, actually didn't set that up. I need a little thing there. I'll go out to the trains I'm going to set up over here. And if that's full, then it goes over here to this merger, which sends it back to the sink. And then the same thing over here. The modular frames come out, merge together, go to this smart splitter. There's no machines that actually use it over here, so it goes to the train, but if the train's full, it overflows and goes to the sink. So I'm basically ready to start making my 4 trains over here now, after I hook this up. So let's see how easy this is. It should be able to just hook into the train station, and everything should start going. Seems like everything's working. I didn't overclock anything. I did underclock some stuff, but yeah, because I had to match the 450 lines that were coming in here, so each one of these have 225 a piece for screws, and then I just matched up the screws over here as well. So like these are running at full speed minus the last one. The last one's running at like 21% or something. Yeah, 21.42. And then once these guys get back up, which will take a second, but I am producing like, what's that, 27, so 55 iron plates or something. 27, yeah, something like that. Wait, that's not right. 27 and 27. Yeah. Oh, something close to that. But yeah, see, smart plating's already here, so it makes it pretty fast. Well, fast compared to my last game, so I'm kind of happy with that. Messing with the alt recipes, though, kind of throws me all in a loop because I'm so used to the not having to take so much supplies per line, which is got me all messed up. But yeah, it seems to be working. So now all I need to do is actually set up trains, so I have these items going to somewhere that's going to have a little bit of storage. It won't have a lot, but then I can have a train go from here to... I need to set up like a train station kind of over by where my storage area is. That way I can run lines to the proper uh, containers over there. But I also will be using everything I'm making here basically. Well, I mean, they're already getting used to make other stuff, some of them. But like these are needed for like the computers and not heavy frames and stuff. So, or not the computers, but definitely the heavy frames. And they'll be needed in the manufacturer part. And then the same with this other stuff. It gets used in the next things I'm going to be building, which is the assemblers that require like the copper items. So get to look forward to that next episode. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.